not.
Well, it is to me.
Why?
Well, I can't remember things as I used to.
Oh, by the way, if you'd really like to know, he went that way.
Oh, dear.
The white rabbit.
He did?
He did what?
Went that way.
Who did?
The white rabbit.
What rabbit?
The universe is an overgrown forest of stories passed down and those that are new. Join us as we chase the white rabbit through these tales, whether they be fact or fantasy. You are now diving down the rabbit hole. If I can record on this shit yet. So, greetings, Earthlings. This is your lead.
Hello, people everywhere.
Fuck y'all, I had this whole thing written. Hold on.
All right, try it again. I'll try to shut up. It's a good blooper.
Greetings, Earthlings. This is your lead human researcher, G. With me running our navigation is B-Bork. And you know, let's not forget the commander of probe polishing, Izzy Boy.
That was an introduction right there.
Right?
Bravo.
I hope you guys are feeling out of this world today.
Yeah.
But as y'all can tell by all my little heavy-handed puns, we're having a out of this world episode. We're covering a topic that Izzy here has wanted from the jump since since he joined the podcast.
Right from the get-go.
We're talking aliens, boys.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know, everybody get it out. We're not covering everything about aliens.
No, that'd be too long.
Wouldn't be possible. There are thousands of late night History Channel episodes that have tried to do it, and they can't even like fucking scratch the surface.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna cover some shit that I found interesting. That's really how we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna cover some shit I found interesting.
Let's do it.
But we're gonna start off with our question. It's a two-parter. Does anybody remember the question for the alien episode?
Have you ever seen aliens?
Do you believe and have you ever seen the proof of aliens?
I definitely believe in aliens.
You're a definite believer in aliens?
Yeah, as big as the multiple universes are, there's got to be something else out there.
So you would feel it would be conceited to be like we're the only intelligent life.
Yeah, there's no way.
I agree. Yeah, that's how I look at it.
There has to be another planet somewhat like ours somewhere that can sustain life.
Oh, of course. What about you, Bebop?
I agree with Isaac's point. I would think it would be kind of crazy to assume that we're alone in the bigger aspect of the universe and the planets and stuff. So I do 100% believe that there is aliens. Even if I don't see proof in my lifetime, I do believe they're out there.
And at this time, the government did tell us there is aliens.
They did.
So.
But they also told you
can't believe everything.
Yeah, they told you cigarettes was healthy for you.
It's all a distraction.
So have y'all seen anything y'all could classify as aliens? I know all of us living around Myrtle Beach and stuff like that. I personally have seen some strange shit over the ocean, man.
Chinese spy plane.
I've seen, and the only reason I bring this up is because it happened multiple times at different times. It wasn't like at the same time. They're like over like Cherry Grove, over the water, you would see these series of lights, and they would always be like the same. It'd be like 4 or 5. And I think there was some people that posted on Facebook a while back about it and had videos and stuff. And, you know, they dubbed it as just like a military exercise and stuff. But it kind of happens so frequently. And as much as I'm down there, I've seen it multiple times just randomly. Just, oh, there it is. And you can see them. It's like 4, 5, 6 lights that are just in a line, like in a straight line. And they just kind of do like a string. It's weird. And it's hard to explain. And it don't look like jets. It don't look like afterburners or anything like that. and it don't make noise.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, the don't make noise part is fucking terrifying to me.
so it's strange. I would call that alien.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything like that, but I have a theory that comets passing through could be some sort of UFO, and the government's just saying that it's a comet. Just in case people start asking questions, they'll say, "Oh, there's going to be a comet coming through." It could be something else.
I could see that. And honestly, like I was just talking about with the ocean and everything, that's a lot of our fucking planet that's like unmonitored. So why couldn't that be the highways that people use to pass like Earth's orbit and shit? I'm not gonna pass by all the fucking places you got anti fucking air artillery and all that good shit. I'm gonna take the fucking back road if I ain't got to run into nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna start our little thing off with what I think most people like that come to this topic. They start with Roswell,
Okay. Yeah,
the Roswell incident.
I'm not very familiar with Roswell.
You'll
so
like
I'll
it.
have to-
You'll like it.
So here it is. The year is 1947,
Mhm.
and it must have been like the year of the spaceship. It must have been the year of the spaceship, because just in the last half of that year, there were 300 claimed UFO sightings.
In that 1 year.
And that's just the last half of that year. It's 300 claimed UFO sightings in the US. But what we're talking about is about mid-June. A UFO crashes in this ranch. And I'm using UFO because I'm using it as literal, an unidentified flying object.
Right.
A rancher goes to check on the crash site, and this ends up like finding parts to a machine that he's never seen before. And just like everything else that people try to explain away, this turned into like the biggest game of pass the buck that I've ever fucking seen. Because he took it to the local sheriff. The sheriff took it to a colonel at Roswell Army Airfield, which then went to a general who ordered an intelligence officer to investigate the crash site. So already you've got info messed up with like passing with that many hands.
Mhm.
Like there's no way that shit's going to be all the way reliable, especially in like a military setting where they only going to tell people what the people above them want them or like feel like they need to know.
The more people that get a story, it always changes.
Yeah.
It's just like that game we used to play like back in school. You just go across everybody and it always
Exactly.
changes up.
And I mean, you really think about it. You've got folks that their whole job is, I can't let nobody below me know the shit that I know.
Mm-hmm.
So of course shit's gonna be all fuckered up. So you have this intelligence officer who brings his findings to the colonel. Then you have this press release is printed early July saying Roswell Army Airfield has captured a flying saucer.
Mm.
They printed this shit in a fucking newspaper. Yeah, it's late 1940s. You're drinking your coffee, smoking your cigarette in the kitchen. The kids are eating your non-sugar fucking cornflakes. And you're reading the paper that the military base right down the road's got a flying saucer. That shit probably broke the common man's brain.
Yeah, it would be some big news.
Like, you really think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how heavy that time frame religion
Yes.
was for people in general, just across the whole country. That would be a tough thing to understand, to even comprehend. I would assume people would never think of stuff like that.
So automatically you're going to know it's going to cause some kind of, if not hysteria or like something like that. So you can imagine that like higher ups in the military did not like this news circulating around.
Mm-hmm.
So the general asked for the wreckage to be brought to him so he can have another look over it. And once it gets brought to the general, it's a whole different ball game. it's not a flying saucer no more. The higher ups, the story like switched.
Mhm.
Now it's a fucking weather balloon.
Trying to cover it up.
Yeah, the first report was crazy. They even made the fucking intelligence officer that like told like, hey, this is a flying saucer. Who told him like, hey, this is what this is. They made him pose with the wreckage, and the second article was like, I'm wrong. This was a weather balloon. So like trying to discredit everybody and all that other good shit.
I don't know how you can confuse a weather balloon with a UFO.
Well, what I was seeing there was because there's a lot of people say there was wreckage they pulled out of Roswell, alien bodies they pulled out of Roswell, like all kinds of shit. And at this time, like after like the wreckage, and they made this fucking article out. That was it. They made Buddy a laughing stock and was like, okay, he was dumb. He didn't know what he was talking about, and that was kind of the military's end on that shit. But if you fast forward to 1978, a good chunk of time, but where a UFO researcher by the name of Stanton Friedman interviews this now retired intelligence officer. He's out of the military, all this other, and he goes on to tell Friedman that it was just a huge cover up. It wasn't a weather balloon. He said he even described some of the materials he found in the wreckage. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we've all worked blue collar jobs our whole life. I've never heard nothing like this. A metal that is thin as the foil you find on a pack of cigarettes, that you cannot bend, you cannot scratch, you cannot dent. They hit that motherfucker with sledgehammers and all that shit.
That's wild.
And he said it felt like there was nothing in his hands.
Like strong.
And you got to think this is 1947.
Never seen nothing like it.
And he said it was as thin as the damn foil you get on a cigarette.
It's crazy to think that stuff like that can exist other places, you know?
That's on that topic. It's also like considering if they do travel, let's say obviously they made it to Earth from somewhere, what's their fuel source?
Dark matter.
Like, what do they use for fuel? Do they have some way to power it off the sun where they don't need fuel? Like we need fuel for gas motors or diesel motors. That's just interesting.
You think that's why they probe humans for like methane gas and all that?
They might be fueling up. That might be all they're doing.
Yeah,
They might be why the cows are involved, because they produce a lot of methane.
Ooh, that's a good
Oh
point.
shit!
Yeah.
Anyway, so flying saucers are powered by farts.
And that's why that little thing comes out the back.
It
stinks in here.
Oh god!
The next time I see something that could be a UFO, I'm sticking this nose out there, start smelling.
You got to check. You got to check.
Got to.
That shit raunchy,
That's fucking methane gas. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to check if that motherfucker was doing what I wanted it to do.
Because you just about played me for like a mind trick or something.
These are not the aliens you're looking for.
That's what the government did.
No, I'm sure you.
Men in Black.
Weather balloon. Weather balloon. So, y'all know that I said something about like there being life forms and shit pulled out of there.
Yes.
The government even had a fucking cover up for that. The government, of course, answer to that was they were testing parachutes with latex human dummies that got mistaken as aliens. Two things wrong with that. One thing, the report of these parachute testings was done in the 1950s. Roswell happened in 1947.
Before it even started.
Exactly. Secondly, unless you're modeling your dummies after the pumpkin heads from our other episode, how the fuck does that get mistaken from something from another planet?
Well, as a human being, if you just stumbled across something, you could probably, even in a mangled up form, like in a wreck, you probably recognize a human.
Like that's
You'd
people.
recognize flesh.
That's people.
You recognize blood.
Mm-hmm.
You know if it's not human.
I am a firm believer that there has been tests. Everything that the military has to use, they got to test. All that other good shit.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe they made latex dummies to throw out no fucking thing testing a parachute.
Mm-mm.
I do not.
No, and then see another thing is that I don't think that the aliens that we know today with the big heads and the big eyes and stuff, I don't think that that's what aliens actually look like. You know,
What do you think aliens look like, Isaac?
I think that they kind of resemble humans.
On that note, because I was about to say something on that note.
Yeah.
The look of them and how they just come periodically and check on us. It almost seems like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if, because they're from another planet, that's got to be similar to Earth. What if they're humans, but they started way before we did, and like
So another evolution of human beings.
they're ahead of us. So they like check their history books and they come and they go, "Oh shit, they're here. We did that same thing. We know where they'll be in 1,000 years." And then they go,
So we're gonna have big ass eyes and heads and shit in 1,000 years.
"Well, you know what they say about the interracial and all that stuff, that eventually everybody's gonna be one color.
Like a khaki color.
Eventually,
Mm-hmm.
and then we keep losing hair over years gradually."
So we're gonna look like Rufus from Kim Possible.
Think about it, man.
In
Think about it.
1,000 years, we're gonna look like Rufus from Kim Possible.
Yeah.
It's just a take, you know. It's just an idea, but what if?
With evolution and climate's changing and all that kind of stuff, things can happen over thousands and thousands of years.
Okay, I'm glad you said something like that, and I'm glad you brought that up because this leads me onto a little tangent that I've had forever.
Okay.
Reptilians.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe those are aliens?
No.
I don't believe. I believe it's another branch off of a human,
A subhuman.
a subhuman branch
But
off.
the word reptilian contradicts that because we're mammals.
I think it's just a category of something you don't understand.
To be cold blooded, have scales.
I don't think it's scales. I think it's calluses.
So then they're not reptiles.
No, they just like to be called that.
Okay. Okay.
That one went off left field.
Yeah, he disproved that shit immediately.
Well, I'm thinking at it logically. I'm not saying lizard people don't exist. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know that.
And we've got to get better chairs.
Yeah.
I was getting comfy.
This whole fucking recording is just gonna be squeaky. Oh shit! So I wanted to talk about a cover up. Like I wanted to talk about a historical cover up because I'm going to touch on something that should have been covered up.
Okay.
But first, I'm going to ask y'all boys something. I want y'all to be 100% honest with me.
Mm-hmm.
Have to be 100%.
Okay.
You fucking alien?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You take one down?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No doubt. Just imagine telling all your friends about that shit.
So you would tell folks immediately.
Oh yeah, like she had that guy.
But what if her
Alien guy.
What if her damn hoo-ha was built up like the damn alien's mouth from Alien versus the Predator's mouth?
See, that's the point.
If it had teeth, that'd be a little different.
Had teeth would be a little different.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? It could be on their stomach or something, or on their thigh.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
What if she
We
had
don't know.
multiple ones of them?
That's what I'm.
Could you get her
about.
pregnant more than once?
Do they lay eggs?
Would you want your baby laid out of an egg?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh my god! So That motherfucker is just going off.
Got that dog in him.
I'm telling you. Well, let me tell y'all about a fella that claims not only did he lose his V card to an alien, that they kept coming back for more.
Ooh.
And he had children with him.
So the alien like came back.
Oh, this legend of a man is named David Huggins, who claims that he was visited by aliens as early as 8 years old.
Hmm.
He,
Hmm.
oh man, y'all! I know y'all probably ain't picking it up, but dog is killing it outside. Oh man!
Some chihuahuas.
So he met him at 8 years old, and he ended up meeting. God damn!
Somebody get that damn dog. Oh yeah, I see his ass out there.
He's about to get him.
It's the neighbor's dog barking at that dog. That's the one that almost got by teeth. Oh my god.
Please keep that shit in this video.
Oh, it has to be. It has to be now. Oh man.
That shit's funny.
He meets this alien woman when he's 8 years old by the name of Crescent or Croissant, however you want to pronounce
I
it.
prefer croissant.
You prefer Croissant? And at 8 years old, he claims that she is a motherly figure, kind of nurturing, all this other shit, introducing him to other aliens, like the mantis people and the little fuzzy guys. That's how he described them.
Now, was he just on the UFO, or did they take him back?
No, they said this is at 8 years old. They just walked up on him outside. He's in his backyard, and
Was he never on a UFO?
we're getting there.
Okay.
We are getting there. But yes. But like I said, about 8 years old, he does this. Around 11 years old, he sees them and then doesn't see them ever again. Well, not ever again, but until he's about 17 years old.
Mm.
And this time, him and Crescent is fucking.
Mm.
She was a motherly figure at first, and now
Putting that thing on him.
He's gonna make her a mother.
Oh. And not only was he throwing pipe to Crescent, he had a whole harem of young alien bitches, son.
Mm.
Whole harem. He would get to have orgies while the mantis people watch, because the mantis people fed off of all the sexy energy in the room. And this is shit.
Sounds like a world I want to be a part of.
Bro, this was shit this man told the newscasters. He told people this was the truth.
Makes you wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And look, I'm not the best specimen of the human race by no fucking means.
What?
I know, right? But why is it every time somebody talks about being abducted or like you said, having sex with aliens or something like that, it's always this back holler like mutant motherfucker? Do you think that's why aliens don't like come fuck with us like that after they come up here? Because their only interactions with the human race is like somebody's methed out Uncle Junior.
Well, maybe they think we look weird.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying every time you hear somebody talking about seeing aliens, it's always this like trailer trash, like backwoods mutant motherfucker.
Gotcha.
And maybe that's why we don't see aliens that often, because, like I said, their only fucking judgment of a human is somebody's methed out Uncle Junior.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to go to like a metropolitan area, like a big, like New York City and stuff like that.
Metropolitan?
Metropolitan.
What was that word you said the first
I
time?
have no clue. I forgot.
It sounds like you said the 3 different ice creams. Where did they go?
Neapolitan.
There we go.
Down for that too.
Oh God! But before we leave David and all this other shit, I have before we do all that, before I even get into that part,
Mm-hmm.
he has kids. He said he has hundreds of half alien babies. They needed him. They needed his DNA. Something about David Huggins saved the universe.
Bro was laying it down or something.
Oh, had to fucking be.
He had to be tired, boss.
Oh, and before, like I said, before you even asked, Ozzy, because you've asked a bunch of times.
Yeah.
I have pictures.
Ah.
I have pictures to show you, and we will load this up on the podcast as well. Here is his lovely crescent.
Ooh.
I know, right?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
love
So she pretty much has like the body
of a human.
of a human, but has a different face.
This is a photo of them making love.
He looks like he's enjoying himself.
Look at his face.
Yeah, that's David right there. That's old David right there. But that's
out in the woods somewhere.
How much
oh
money
yeah.
does he make off those paintings?
I don't know.
I would buy
I bet he makes a killing.
But here is a bunch of his different paintings and stuff. I think that's the mantis people who give him the sexy, or he gives the sexy energy to. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
So these aliens, wherever they're from, have multiple different types of like brands of aliens there, like different kinds.
Well, honestly, he said he had met a bunch of them and shit throughout the time he was there. Like there was the fuzzy little man aliens, which he did say something that kind of fucked me up, to which makes me think maybe David was part of this really elaborate thing where he was just getting molested, because he said a fuzzy man asked to use his body and he said yes.
Consent.
That was what he said. A fuzzy man alien asked to
Okay.
use his body, and
He was okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I really think somebody was just fucking with David for a really long time, because he describes Crescent as having a woman body, a gray alien face, and wearing a black wig. Doesn't that sound like somebody fucking with somebody?
At least he's
Yeah.
honest.
I mean,
At least he's honest about it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of hard to buy that it's just a woman body with an alien face and a wig, but he's fully committed. That's what happened, and it was an alien.
maybe she was trying to blend in of some sort.
And he said they would collect his semen with a holy relic.
Mm.
I don't know. He didn't describe the holy relic. He just called it a holy relic. I don't know. It was a lot of energy, weird talk.
And you also got to think like who can make all this shit up? Like he's either on some shit or I don't know. He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Or strong possibility, mentally ill.
Could be.
Because I believe in aliens, but I don't think they fucking us.
No, I just wouldn't rule it out.
So you think they rape aliens?
And they're right people.
There are rape people. I don't think we call them rape people. I think we call them rapists.
Instead of rape alien, I'm saying rape human.
Riddle me this though. As many different types of aliens that were on that UFO that he's talking about, maybe they're just going planet to planet, freaking.
So it's the bang bus of solar system.
Yeah, but they're getting many different kinds of different beings, like
What's that?
with them through
the
like
collector.
mating.
The collector.
Yeah.
I think that's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, big ass zoo.
Yeah.
God, just fucking imagine that you're hanging out, fucking riding the back roads one night, and you just wake up in a fucking zoo, an alien zoo, as a fucking exhibit.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
I could be pissed.
I don't even know what I like to eat.
They ain't got what I like.
giving you like some green globs to eat or something.
Like all they know about our culture is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That would get me by for a while. I like some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Just like every day there's a ding and a conveyor comes out with a bucket.
When we were like, what is his name? More porridge.
Tiny Tim. Maybe a tiny. I don't fucking know. Well, I told you about the crazy guy. I've told you about a government cover up and shit. I've got some little neat tidbits I want to throw at y'all.
Okay.
There were 12,618 reported sightings of UFOs from 1948 to 1969.
That's a lot.
11,917 of those were explained away by weather balloons and just general hoaxes. But that still leaves 701 of those sightings unidentified, which is still a big fucking number.
It is.
There's abduction insurance.
That's a policy.
That's a policy.
Who?
There's a broker by the name of Mike St. Lawrence
State Farm.
that has been selling it for 34 years. He sells a $10 million policy for $24.95 a month.
So this is what he did in typical human behavior. He capitalized on this shit.
Oh yeah.
He saw a money-making opportunity. He saw people scared. He said, you know what? We'll cover you.
You wouldn't sell a fucking alien insurance?
I would.
Yeah, you want to buy some alien
Because
insurance?
basically what I'm saying is prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would have to
Prove
have
me
proof.
wrong.
So, God, I cannot believe the person that would fucking buy abduction insurance.
Crazy Uncle Jim Bob that you was talking about.
Oh, yeah,
he'd have a
Met that
policy.
Uncle Junior.
He'd have a policy.
Oh, God. All right, here's a little one that's this is actually something we're going to cover at another time.
What would it cover though?
Butthole.
Yeah, it's all butthole insurance. Oh,
You get butthole or just butthole's like general liability, and then you get the full coverage.
you know what? I'm going back to what we were saying earlier. If they don't run off methane gas, why do they keep sticking things in people's butts? Why is that the first thing that happens?
It makes sense. It
Like-
really does.
Like that's all that happens. Why? If they're not getting methane gas for fuel, then they're just perverts. Like they need to be arrested.
Absolutely.
I bet they'd be feeding us beans whenever we get on the UFO.
They just feed you beans the whole time to get methane gas. That's
Or their version of beans.
blip.
Is this a bean burrito from Taco Bell?
Ooh.
The motherfucker be like, okay. The anticipation of one UFO. You're not gonna laugh when I finish
Got me
this sentence.
Baja blasted in here.
Oh God. The anticipation of one UFO caused the Heaven Gates cult, which, like I said, we'll discuss at a later date, to commit a mass suicide, claiming 39 victims. Because they thought this, well, we're going to get into it in more detail at a later date.
Mm-hmm.
But this cult, because they believed this UFO was coming, 39 people killed themselves.
Oh, they killed themselves.
Yes.
Only
That's
because
what-
they thought
That's
it was
what mass suicide means. Only because they wouldn't have?
only because they thought it was coming.
Yeah, that was their belief. Like I said, we'll get into it at a different date, but
Mhm.
this next fact is just this one I knew you would enjoy.
All right.
The alien species from ET is a part of the Galactic Senate in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. Did you know that?
I did.
You did know that?
I had no clue.
I'm bad for watching Easter egg videos on like whatever topic, the video games or movies or whatever, and I did see that. Because there's like a whole, you've seen the Senate room, right? Where
Yeah.
there's, like, all these different aliens and these different things, and yeah, I saw
There's
those.
2 aliens from
Oh,
the
Looks
ET.
identical to ET.
I'll have to look into that. I had no clue.
They done that because I think Spielberg, it's something to do with like them liking Spielberg or some shit like that.
Okay.
Because there was like 2 more Easter eggs. It was a whole big. I read a little article. I didn't put it all in there, but the alien species from ET.
No, that's really cool.
And you know there was supposed to be an ET sequel.
No.
I did. It was supposed to be like way more darker than the first movie.
Yeah, I don't know if you can top the first
First movie was so sad.
one. It was.
That fucking hospital scene, like that's just fucking. That was so sad.
I got a question for both y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would be just in your mind, whether it be something from like a universe already created or not? What is your favorite idea of an alien? Not maybe realistically what you think they would look like, but what is your favorite alien?
That's a good fucking question. Do Ben 10 aliens count?
Absolutely.
That would be dope.
Yeah. If Ben 10 aliens count, then
Which one?
Ooh, probably the Ghost Freak.
Ghost Freak?
Mhm.
Ghost Freak was my favorite alien.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to run across the screaming one.
Yeah, no.
Sonic Boom or whatever his name was.
But if not a Ben 10 alien, do y'all remember The Fifth Element
That sounds so familiar.
with Bruce Willis and
I don't remember that.
Multipass Lilu?
I'm trying to remember.
But there's an opera alien on there that sings, and I just thought that was so elegant when I watched that movie. So shit like that.
I'd probably say Destroy All Humans.
Oh yeah. I don't remember his name, but he's cool.
Just
awesome.
assholes.
God, what was his name? That's gonna bug me now. Okay, I'll think of it soon.
Probably after everything's done recording.
Probably so.
Soon as it's over.
What about you, Boo? What would be your favorite form of alien?
Symbiotes.
Like from Venom? That's pretty cool. Yeah.
It's fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
All of them are cool to me.
I like the ones from the Avatar too. The Avatar movie.
Don't let me say it.
Mm.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
What is
I'm
it?
not gonna say it.
What is it?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay. Oh my god, I hope I can enhance sound that good. Look, that some bitch can pick up every squeak and everything else. It better pick that up.
If it could catch the dog, because that happened before that,
Yeah.
you'll know.
Oh. I might have to beat the hell out of it.
At least it wasn't Chi-Chi out there.
Oh, not Chi-Chi, my Nini. I think that was an alien race within itself.
Oh, yeah.
I think all Chihuahuas are aliens.
They could be because they got the big eyes.
Like pugs and Chihuahuas.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like going off my theory that, maybe aliens are humans just from a much further ahead timeline. What if what if Earth's just like a big old experimental place and they just placed all this shit in one bowl and just watched it, how it went?
There's a theory that this is like Australia was back in the day. All the shitty things they put on this planet.
Mm.
But that honestly, they say Bigfoot's an alien.
I could see that because he's never found. He's got to have an escape.
I bet he can turn invisible or something.
Are we going high tech Bigfoot here?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we talking like Chewbacca type fucking creature?
Yeah.
So like laser crossbows.
Definitely like the same phenotype as Chewbacca and Millennium Falcon, because that's what he hops in and leaves.
Oh, so Bigfoot drives a Millennium Falcon.
And his name is Chewie.
Okay.
He's coming to Earth right now. They didn't cover this in Star Wars yet, but it's the backstory.
Mm.
He came to look for Han.
Oh, so
He's looking for Han.
the
right now.
story, Star Wars, the franchise.
That's why so many people see him, because he's looking for people. And then he's like, oh shit, that's not Han. And then he dips the fuck out.
So what you're telling me, the entire franchise of Star Wars is just the backstory of Bigfoot. Every scene that Chewbacca's in is just the backstory of Bigfoot now.
It would actually be fast forwarded. I got it wrong, because at the very beginning of every Star Wars film, it takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
That
So
makes sense.
something happened. He must have lost him. We don't know yet, but he's looking for him.
Makes fucking sense. So the only reason we have Bigfoot is because Chewbacca's looking for Han Solo.
They must have a code word. They must have had a code word before they split up. That, like I said, that's why he runs up on people and then he's like, oh shit, that's not Han.
Wait, what is the code word? It's definitely not. What the fuck is that? So, okay. You asked about, and you can't choose symbiotes again because that's a superhero movie.
Okay.
What is your favorite alien movie franchise?
Alien movie. Okay. Franchise or just a movie?
Just a movie. It doesn't have to be a franchise.
Men in Black.
Men in Black?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
That's a good one. That's a damn good one.
All the different types of aliens living here.
I really think that could be how it played out, like how it's already playing out. Because you know how they say movies are just gearing you up for what's actually going on?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go with Independence Day.
Independence Day?
I fucking love that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling that would be America.
So
If the world was ending, America's going to hit all the red buttons.
yeah. So mine is actually a fucking B movie, of course. Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'll have to dig into that.
Bo.
Never seen it.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like so bad, it's funny.
Yes. The aliens come to this planet and they're clowns. They're all monster clowns.
In the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods, there's this big ass fucking big top, which is their spaceship.
Yeah.
And they're all like, they all look claymated and grease painted and like
creepy ass clowns.
Oh my god! Hold on, folks. Y'all gonna have to wait 2 seconds for fucking Isaac to be able to see what these motherfuckers look like and why
they look creepy
and why they're so fucking terrifying. This is the aliens that I don't want to fucking come to this planet. This is the fucking aliens I don't want to come to this planet.
Oh God.
Yes. That
I would just end it for myself if I saw that.
Bruh, that motherfucker Jumbo is the most scariest thing in the fucking. Yeah, I know his name. Like those motherfuckers are terrifying, and all their fucking equipment is like circus based. Like they got a popcorn gun.
Oh really?
They got a cotton candy. Like
I ain't seen that movie in a long time.
No, is that clown thing like their species?
Yeah, that's their
Oh,
species.
okay. I didn't know if it was like a disguise.
You know, that kind of hits on it.
That they in the book of like the books and stuff like that, and I think the new movies touch on it. It's actually a fucking creature that fell to the planet around the dinosaur ages, and like
it's an alien.
Yeah, I had no clue.
Yeah,
and it shapeshifts.
And you want to hear something fucked up?
Yeah,
it is the same species as Mary Poppins. They just feed off different emotions.
That's interesting. Where'd you hear that from?
One of my stone friends.
Ah.
Made sense though. All powerful being can make shit just happen out of nothing. Feeds
Makes
off
sense.
children emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But both
Mary Poppins.
Yep. It and Mary Poppins are the same species.
Might be cousins.
That'd be an awkward ass family reunion. Oh, I think we just hit the end of that recording. Well, boys, we have made it to the end of the alien episode. Did we learn anything?
Yeah, the guy that paints his lovers.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty interesting.
You like David Huggins?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
We all want to strive to be more like David Huggins.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get a T-shirt made.
Get that croissant.
Got to bite a croissant.
Call me the Pillsbury Doughboy. Cause I'm going in.
So y'all would take the David Huggins route if y'all screwed an alien. Y'all telling everybody.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If I did the deed, absolutely.
Like that's
Yeah,
that's.
I mean, there's no like I'd have to tell everyone I could. You don't know the long-term effects.
Oh God, no! You might have radiation poison in your
Shit
testiculars.
might fall off next day.
God
It
damn,
may.
turn into one of the
That's a
fucking
risk.
one of the fucking things.
But you know what? That's a risk for humanity.
So you one small step
Will
for
you
man.
answer the call?
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Well, boys, Ozzy, did you like it?
I did.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, I've been waiting for it for a while. I'm excited for the next one.
Oh,
Yeah.
most definitely.
On the next one, just as a tidbit for any of the listeners, I think we should cover Bob Lazar's story.
Yes.
Bob Lazar. Trying to think of
It's a great story.
It's a great story.
That's a guy that used to work for Area 51.
Okay. So we're gonna do another installment of some aliens next time.
Yes.
If you're down, I'm down.
Alrighty. So next month is actually
March.
March. Bitch. Next month is actually March, so we'll have that with our before our little excursion and trip, because next month we'll have our first full length filmed. Look, folks, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all were good. We'll see you next time.
Appreciate it.